All right, guys, we are back. And we've got Monarchies of Mao. And again, just remember, any donations you make can influence the game, including apparently Geoff doffing and undoffing his DM hat. And also, they enter you into a raffle with a lot of really cool stuff. So take it away, Geoff. Hold on, the sound decided to stop working again, so let me do what I did last time. I don't know what is going on with my computer today, but it just does not want to behave. Lost. I know, I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. Now you should have audio again.
All right. Well, we see Geoff's captions.
There you go. The joke's
okay.
still
there. All right. Welcome everyone to the Meowrathon's third year of running Monarchies of Mao. I am Geoff, the DM. I also DM the Deadlands campaign for OD&D Presents. And with me today, I have 4 lovely ladies who you've all seen before because you've watched all the VODs, but I will let them introduce themselves and their characters. So we'll start with Paula, because she's...
Oh. Hello, I'm Paula, owner of Witchy Vintage. You can find me at Witchy Vintage on Instagram. I am playing Natasha Von Rex today, a gray tabby wanderer.
And Lady?
Hi, I'm Lady Asba, as previously seen other times in this fine establishment. Today I am playing Kibbeth von Fancy Mansa Mook Mancy Face Angora.
A really long name.
It's her official title.
Nikki?
Hi, I'm Nikki, aka Beholder to No One or Chaotic Wonderful on Twitter, and I'm playing Patch Vonsey.
Melly?
Hi, I'm Melilia. I am at Melilia, well, at Melly.Leah on Twitter and at Melly_Leah_ on Instagram. I make lots of resin crafts. You can see some of my work in the raffle. And if you'd like to have some of my work, all you have to do is donate and you'll get a chance. I will be playing Blaze Rex Von Rex, who is an orange cat with some white markings and green eyes.
Ooh. Yay. All right. So, a brief recap and to kind of set the stage. Our intrepid heroes originally started their journey in Strudniksburg 2 years ago, where they have been adventuring ever since. Participants have come and gone over the years, and the de facto leader is Kilbeth, because she is. And, true to form, on one cold, rainy night, Kilbeth receives a message from Misty von Mao, the mayor of Strudniksburg. She is summoned to the mayoral mansion with the only message: a letter waits for you.
It's interesting that a letter waits for me when I've just received a letter. Don't you think, Jezebel?
Yes.
Also, why is it always raining when we get summoned here?
Because the GM loves rain.
Oh, I don't. It makes my wonderfully long white fur very, very soggy.
Soggy, you say?
No.
Oh, come on. You're not going to let me have a
No.
little bit of fun.
No.
It's just the top layer.
No. You come near me, I will Eldritch Blast you.
Oh, you will not. You
Yes,
always
I
say
will.
that.
I will.
Oh. Oh, you secretly love me.
Sources may vary.
Okay. So I assume you're all off to visit Misty once again.
Yep.
Okay. When you get there, her butler lets you in and guides you to the library, a place you've all been many times before. I'm quite sure. And Misty is sitting there in her luxurious white fur. And in front of her is a single envelope with a seal on it, a red seal, that has in the shape of a duck foot. And she says, welcome, welcome. It seems your adventures are well known now. We have received a request for help from for you specifically. She slides the letter across the table. How do you feel about birds?
They're tasty and go well with hoisin sauce.
Solid answer.
Patch is is a calico cat, and she's like over in, or sorry, a tortoiseshell cat. That's the word I was looking for. So black and orange, and she's like looking at the bookcases right now, completely ignoring the entire conversation, as she's just like scanning to see which books she hasn't read yet. But when she hears birds, it's like, they're very hard to catch, and they are called a murder when they're in a large group.
I know this one.
I think that might be crows.
You think what?
Special type of bird, you know? Like fire.
Oh yes, it's crows specifically. Are they crows?
Well, they're a wide variety.
I'm not an ornithologist.
I read a book once, so I'm practically an ornithologist.
You know, I thought. Well, what do you think, Hilda?
Let's have a look what it says, I suppose. And she flicks the seal off the envelope with a dainty hook of her perfectly manicured claw.
All right.
Pulls out the letter.
Pulls out the letter. I have to do a slight out of character thing here. We'll get into the credits at the end, but this campaign was not written by myself. I got it off of DM's Guild. It's called A Murder Most Fowl, and it is filled with bird puns. So I am not responsible for what is about to happen, except I am.
Are you all with Twitter?
Yeah. Oh, it gets better. The letter is from, as you read through it, is from the deputy mayor of Ravenhaven, one Mr. Duckbill Gates.
Beautiful.
He reports that a murder has occurred, one Polly Parton, and the case quackers, the local police, have not had any leads thus far. They have heard of your excellent investigatory skills and are asking you to come help solve the murder of Polly Parton. Misty, for her part, is kind of chuckling in her seat because she's like, and she leans forward and sticks her head in her paw and goes, "Ah, Ravenhaven, those birds. Well, good luck to you. Is there anything you need before you leave?"
Can I borrow like 17 of these books?
15, and tell the butler on the way out which ones you took.
Fantastic. Deal.
You're carrying them. You're
Yeah.
carrying them.
That's fine. I have literally 2 bags just for books.
So, how do they know that it's been a murder and not something else?
Maybe because crows are a murder.
Yeah.
That's
The
true.
letter doesn't go into how they know it's a murder.
It's clear they suspect foul play at work.
They do.
Alright, well. I mean, there isn't
But we'll
anything
make-
better to do, and I am curious about this murder.
Okay.
So, yeah, let's go.
It's
All right.
our job to make sure whoever's responsible for this crime doesn't duck their responsibilities.
Oh. All right. So I'm assuming you all head out. Okay. It's a day's drive, and the letter had requested that you all meet the deputy mayor at the Crow's Nest Tavern the following morning. When you arrive at Ravenhaven, you notice the town is quite empty. However, the Crow's Nest is quite easy to find, being more or less centrally located in the town.
Blaze looks around. He's like, man, I've heard of empty nesters, but this is a bit much.
As you approach the Crow's Nest, you notice that it is nestled into a large tree. At the base of the trunk, there is an eye-level sliding peep window. If you observe for a while, you notice that the few patrons that enter the Crow's Nest knock on the door are greeted on by the door person. They must they are asked a question, and then, if they answer correctly, are admitted in. So.
Are we sure we're not barking up the wrong tree?
No,
Can we hear? Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say, can we hear what they're saying?
Yeah. They are math questions.
Oh, I have this.
Oh, good. Because I definitely do not.
Neither do I.
I tend to just ask Jezebel if I need maths done.
I mean, I suppose I could give it a try, but if you've got it, I defer to your expertise.
I mean, I've read a book about math once. So.
Maybe if we try together.
Okay.
No. She says she's got it. Carry on. On you go.
Okay.
She'll go up to the door.
Okay.
The rest will like hover that far away.
The window slides open with a jerk. Oh, you're cats. What are you doing here?
We were summoned
By who?
by the mayor.
Duck Bill Gates.
Oh, the deputy mayor. All right. You must answer this question. What is 3 plus 3 times 3?
Oh, that's a wicked one.
12.
The door slams shut and unlocks from inside and pulls open, admitting you.
That was very simple and way too easy.
And
I just
yet
call
the
back.
number of people that struggle with that kind of question on Facebook just blows my mind.
I just yell, bear with me. I got the door open.
Excellent. Blaze pops up to standards.
All right. Once inside, once you open the door, there's a tree trunk, or there's a spiral staircase inside the tree trunk that you can go up. Assuming you proceed through, you're greeted with a rustic bar scene. Framed pictures of past barkeeps and notable town legends line the walls behind the bar, and all the furniture is made of wood. There's, oh God, I can't believe I'm about to say this. There's even a traveling bard in the corner.
Is the traveling bard currently performing?
Yes, yes, he is. I'm not going to sing the song.
Blaze will walk up and study the performer for a sec. And then be like, and walk back to the party.
Okay.
Do I recognize the bard?
Roll a straight wisdom check.
Not a history?
Oh, history works too. I'll let you roll history.
Haha. 25.
I'm going to have to say it. The bard's name is Weird Owl Yankovic.
Oh no.
This guy. This
Geoff,
bird.
What?
Kimberly's donating $20 to make you sing.
Oh, God. Okay.
And you gotta
do
do
it,
like
you
Weird
can
Al
do it.
now.
This bird here is actually very famous. The songs that he sings are very intellectual sometimes about important matters.
I don't know. I've always preferred Duck Bill Bailey myself.
No. You have to diversify your palette, Kilda. You've got to. It's all right. You can embrace the weirdness. Come on, bard. Sing us a song.
Okay. The song is pretty easy to pick up. It's somewhat famous in bird circles, though most cats don't hear it often. It is a rockabilly type song called Blackbirdie that the prelude goes something like, "Whoa, Blackbirdie, cluck a duck. Whoa, Blackbirdie, cluck a duck. Blackbirdie had a chick, cluck a duck. There was a bardic, cluck a duck. She said, it ain't no one of mine, cluck a duck. The damn thing's so fine, cluck a duck. Oh, Blackbirdie, cluck a duck. Whoa, Blackbirdie, cluck a duck." There's an entire song. It goes on and on. I will not sing the rest of it.
Natasha's kind of clapping and singing along.
Blaze will sing along with a "Whoa, Blackbirdie," but doesn't know the lyrics the rest of the way, so we'll just kind of
okay. All right. So while you're rocking out, you notice that it's pretty otherwise sparse. Other than Weird Owl, there's a crow, bartender. She's standing behind the bar, and there's another kind of barfly sitting next to her, nursing his morning coffee, and they're just they're just about the only ones there, or at least the only ones that don't take a look at 4 cats and slide away.
I would go to the bar and go, can I get a Meowhito?
The bartender looks at you and goes, a cat. She pops the bottle on
You're
the...
very observant.
Yes. And like stares you down as she pours and starts shaking.
I stare back. Very awkwardly and uncomfortably.
So what are 3 cats like you doing in a place like this? She hands you the drink. You notice the mint has been specifically unmuddled. It's just kind of in there.
You didn't do the drink properly.
I did it properly for a cat.
It needs to be muddled.
Grace looks at that and is just like, that hurts my soul.
I mean, we're here to assist, but if this is how we're treated, that doesn't make any sense. Okay. Clearly we walked here and now we're here, so therefore that's why we're here.
Oh, all right. Well, who sent you?
We were requested by, not that it's any of your business actually, but by the mayor.
The mayor?
Deputy mayor.
Deputy.
I don't know what titles they have. It doesn't matter. They're all the same.
She's quiet for a moment as she makes you another drink, actually muddling the mint this time. Actually, you know what? It's catnip. She's muddling the catnip just for you.
Fantastic.
You mean Duckbill? Old Duckbill was murdered last night.
Well,
How do you know that?
How do I know that? The case quackers have been looking around trying to find him all day. They finally found his body strung up.
Who are these case crackers?
Well,
Crackers.
they're the local police, of course.
Can we perhaps be introduced?
Oh, they're probably over in their the office up the street a little bit. They're probably one of the few businesses that are still open, come to think of it.
Why is that?
Yeah.
Well, most businesses have shut down. There appears to be some kind of serial killer on the loose. Why would they be open? No
Wait,
one wants
what
to
makes you think this is a serial killer? This is just one murder, right?
Two.
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 I don't think
Ah.
2 makes it serial. I think there's actually a specific number that is necessary for it to be.
I don't know. But
She like kind
I
of trails
think-
off.
I think
You've really
two
got me
fits
craving
my
a bowl of
eye.
Lucky Charms right now.
Well, all I know is the case quackers haven't released very much of the public details, you understand, but and she kind of leans forward.
Rex
The
leans
rumor
quick.
mill is that they don't have any reliable leads, you see.
Must be why they called cats in.
We must be here to put the cat among the pigeons.
Must
Now,
be.
does the rumor mill happen to have any ideas on who might have been angry enough to do such a thing?
Well,
Not that I would ask, or not that I would tell anyone. I mean, this is just, rumors, hearsay. I love a good gossip. Though I'm close to the best myself.
well, Polly, she was a well-loved bird. I can't think of anybody who would have wanted her dead. Rumor had it she was actually planning to run for mayor herself. I don't know. Maybe Winona would kill to ensure her victory. I don't know.
Who is this Winona?
Oh, Winona? Well, she is, well, she's the mayor.
The mayor now.
Oh, well, she always was the mayor. The, Duck Bill, he was the deputy mayor, so I guess he kind of reported to her.
So the deputy mayor is dead, and so is the person who was running from mayor.
Yes.
Are there any other candidates for mayor?
Well, I think other than, well, and he kind of takes his, or she kind of counts on her fingers. Polly, I guess she was running. Winona Flighter, like we talked about, and well, her deputy, Duck Bill Gates, might have wanted to run as well.
But no others?
Not that I'm aware of.
Did Duckbill have any enemies?
Not that I can think of. I mean, he would have arguments in here with Winona all the time, and they'd leave separately. Happened probably 2 or 3 times a week, but
Did it ever get violent?
not that I saw.
You can kind of see that Blaze is a little excited. Are you sure they didn't take things outside?
Well, they left separately. So I don't know. Maybe Duckbill waited in the alley for her one time, but he's the one that ended up dead.
I mean, not disappointing. I mean, murder is awful. Yes.
I don't know. If you're here under special invitation, maybe maybe you can get access to the mayor's office and see if they had anything.
That's not a bad idea. Now, where is this office?
It's over a couple of streets and down the way. It's hard to miss. It's, like I said, one of the few places that's still open.
And do they have office hours?
Well,
Are they open at certain times?
I don't know.
Not open at others?
I don't go over there much.
Fair. I would imagine that a bird like yourself might be too busy to, go wandering around since you've got this bar that you're tending so beautifully well, by the way.
You see like a slight shrug coming from from Patch in the back.
Well, the barfly, who's just kind of been sitting there, holds up his finger and he's like, "Another one, Val." And Val goes, "Okay, fine," and hands a beer over to the fly, and he kind of turned and Vel goes, "Here you go, Goose." And he turns and he looks at y'all and he says, I don't know if Winona knew Duckbill was going to try and run for mayor. She probably wouldn't have been too happy if she found out.
Really?
I don't understand why. Healthy competition is always a good thing.
Well,
Hey.
Duckbill was her trusted assistant, after all. They had been mayor and deputy mayor for as long as I can remember.
Were they ever involved, in a romantic way?
I wouldn't know about that. But you know who might?
Who?
Egg Ryan. He can be found over at the Godfeather, excuse me.
The card feather? I think
The Godfeather.
feather.
This is so bad.
All right. The Blaze will look at Kildeth. I think I'd like to do some investigating.
Sounds much more entertaining.
I mean, it is slightly what we've been brought here for, darlings. Either the mayor is responsible for these grisly crimes and doesn't like competition, or somebody is trying to stitch her up in quite a dramatic way.
I have an important question though for you lot. I say to the cats in the group, who's paying us if it's not the person who hired us and they're dead now?
Well, I'm
There's
not
more to
paying you.
Is there though?
Yes, the thrill. We have to know who did this grisly murder. We might even have to fight them.
You're one of these do it for the exposure people, aren't you?
Oh God, no, no! I have bills. No, but you know these are not cheap. This ring is not cheap. Like, and I have stuff that I need money for. But when there was a grisly murder, like, of course you have to find out what happened. It's like a puzzle.
I mean,
Well, in that case, Sherflock, lead the way.
I do want to know, obviously, because there's secrets and secrets are bad. I'm curious as to how somebody looking straight at the bartender knows so much about all of this, but I'm not pointing any paws.
Vel, kind of preens her dark monochrome feathers and looks at you and says, I'm the bartender. People, because partially drunk folks don't talk quietly and can't keep their mouths shut. And I'm a gossip.
Ah, yes, I knew you were a fellow. That's why we're friends.
So much easier to write it in a journal instead, and then nobody knows. People are idiots.
Drunk people are idiots.
You're telling me you've never got a little messed up on catnip and said something you shouldn't have?
I only have catnip in the privacy of my own home.
And you're saying you've never done anything that would have been embarrassing if someone saw you while you were on catnip?
I supposedly embarrass myself all the time, but I don't feel embarrassed by doing it. Other people feel embarrassed by me doing it, but I don't. I've embarrassed you all like 16 times in the course of the last 2 months. Just by evidently insulting other cats and now birds in front of you.
This is true.
I don't think it was insulting. I was just telling them the truth, but okay.
I mean, I thought it was funny, so.
Well,
when it was me. I mean, that crack about that waistcoat was uncalled for.
It didn't match, but okay.
I wasn't going for matching. But, we've got the murder. We've got to focus on the murder, not the clothes. So much. Thank you, friendly bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, suspectful bartender.
We may be back, but don't fret.
Don't get your feathers in a rough
She kind of laughs and waves and says, "If you need a place to think, you can always come back here. Just, be sure you're loud enough I can hear." So, all right. Just to help y'all out, when you go outside and kind of look around, you notice that, true to what Vel had said, most of the places are closed. If you ask around, the only places that are really still open are the Crow's Nest, which you were just at, the Godfeather, which is a chick care center for working birds. They can leave their kids there. Beakers and More, the local apothecary. Legal Eagles, the lawyers. the Tweetment Center, the local hospital. Case Quackers, the police. And the Stud Puffin, a local dance club.
I think Millie.
I think we killed Millie.
You did not kill me. I just needed very badly to use the bathroom, but I heard all of that. Oh my god. So just enjoying the puns for the moment.
Let them wash over you.
Yeah, because
Absorb them.
Can we go through them again?
Yes. The Crow's Nest, which you were just at. The Godfeather, which is a daycare. Beakers and More, the apothecary. Legal Eagles, the local lawyers. The Tweetment Center. Case Quackers, and Stud Puffin.
Do we see the mayor's office at all in all this?
As you're wandering around, City Hall is there, but no one seems home. Doors are locked. But,
That's not a problem all the time.
Yeah.
Should we go see these case quackers?
No.
I mean, it would be interesting to see what insights they've provided already, even though I'm sure they did it incorrectly.
Yeah, but we could, guys. I mean, doesn't look like anybody's at City Hall. We could go and give ourselves a little tour. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sneaky tour. Feel that?
I'm not opposed.
Or we could go see the case quackers and find out what sort of evidence that they have managed to find.
Why not both?
Then go poke around in the mayor's office.
That is a good plan.
Fine. We'll talk to the cops first, and then we get to do the sneaky.
Well, it means that then they know we're here on official business, and if we're caught trying to break into the mayor's office, they at least know why.
I guess. But I did not plan on getting caught, Killback.
Never plan for what you expect to happen, do you? How many times have you been caught now?
At least 4.
More than 5, less than 10.
I think it was 6 actually, last time I counted.
Hold on, my notes are off. Which are the 2 I'm missing?
It was the time at the bank. Yes.
Oh,
was
right.
funny.
That was a catastrophe, darling.
But I was feeling it. You don't understand. It was just spur of the moment. It was perfect. It was awesome. All right, that one.
Red pod.
Yes, but I did give wonderful face.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yes, exactly.
I'm honestly
And so-
surprised they didn't arrest you.
Me too. How did you get out of that?
well, I had to do a little favor, but you know, it worked out. That's all.
I think also when the cops were asking questions, I confused them with legal just discussion and continued talking until they got bored or distracted or annoyed at me for like an hour.
That's why we like having you around.
Yes, it's great. You are a great distraction.
I think I was just insulted.
No, that's fantastic. Being a distraction means that someone can go and
Go before something happens. Let's go on. Let's go. Thank you, bartender.
I would like to point out I did remember it's not serial yet unless one more death occurs.
Oh.
It's 3 to be serial. Just
Let us hope
Super
that
serial.
more death happens.
Yes, it would sure be awful if more death happened.
Blaze.
I'm not planning on any murder. I don't
You
like
never do.
It has a way of finding you.
Yes.
was it Blaze the entire time?
No, I did not do this. I don't do murder. I am classier than murder, okay?
No,
it-
but violence follows you.
Yes.
Is
and
assassination not murder?
I didn't. Okay. I didn't
Let's
assassinate.
not get into semantics. Let's go see if some policemen have an answer for us.
Okay, let's go.
Yes, let's go talk to the cops. A sentence that never really said and meant. Okay, yes.
All right.
Best behavior, Killback. Best behavior.
So we're going to the case quackers.
Okay. You get to the case quackers is located on the outside of town near where the because Ravenhaven butts up against the a forest and the case quackers is outside town just inside the forest inside a old small lumber building. The interior is dated with outdated rugs that line the floor, and the walls are coated with an unattractive yellow paint. And when you go inside, you are met with a bird who looks very falcon-like. He wears a blue uniform with a yellow sash and boots, and a red hat with a falcon insignia on it and black sunshades.
Is he wearing aviators?
Oh, God.
He is. He is.
Travesty.
Now you see these colors? These colors.
So
Not you, but Liz is kind of staying back because she doesn't want to make Kilbeth mad by doing something stupid. She's been properly chagrined.
all right. So are you talking to Captain Falcon?
No.
With great disdain, Kibeth will approach Captain Falcon.
Oh. Okay. All right. So, yeah, you're just in the building right now.
She's just gonna stand there wearing her most haughty, imperious expression that she can pull.
After a few, and by few, I mean 15 minutes, the Falcon finally notices you and pulls his glasses down and says, "Can I help you, cats?"
We're actually wondering if we can help you. We've been sent here on some official business to solve this murder you don't seem to be dealing with.
What murder?
Murder most foul, darling.
Two
Two
murders.
of them,
Yes,
to be
that's good.
precise.
Multiple
You
murders.
David,
Blaze pipes up from
Buck Bill
behind.
Gates, and Polly Parton.
2 murders. I see.
Are you really this bad at your job that you don't know about murders in your own city?
Oh my goodness, you guys see that? Actually, you just did. So, catch.
She looks very confused.
I see. Do you have some form of identification or proof of your credentials?
Proof, darling, please. She kind of just nonchalantly just flicks the official mayor's letter over.
The captain looks at it, kind of studies it for a minute, and he folds it up and sticks it in his coat pocket. He says, "I'm about to go to lunch. Come back in about 3 hours."
If you're going to lunch, I want my letter back.
Oh,
Can I do a sense motive?
yeah, sure.
I have advantage. That's a natural 20 for 28.
Okay.
Wow.
He isn't trying to throw you off the case, but he's suspicious as to why there are 4 cats trying to help. So he's trying to stall you long enough to he's probably just trying to stall you to do some sort of background check on you.
If you're wanting to do a background check on us, you could just call up the person that actually gave us the letter from Duck Bill himself. But this would be the information, and I slide over the paperwork. And according to a document, she'll keep going on about laws and.
See, Blaze is going to try to persuade. You see, friend, may I call you friend? We cats, I know that we've had a thing with birds, it goes back a ways, but we just are really trying to help figure out what happened. We want to make sure that this doesn't happen to anybody else, and we are concerned that it might. And this time that you would have us wait, someone could be killed in this time. So
then it would be serial.
And then it would be a serial murder. Yes, Patch is right. And obviously, no one wants that. I mean, we don't even want that, and we're cats. And I know that there's history. If you would please, we are not here to cause trouble. We are here to solve a problem. So please let us speak to the supervisor. So I will roll a d20 and add my, for persuade is the friend. Persuade would be charisma.
Plus proficiency if you have it as a skill.
Plus proficiency because I do have it as a skill. 18 plus 1 plus 3 is 22.
All right. Okay. So 22, you said? Okay.
Yeah.
So Captain Falcon just kind of sighs. I was like, all right, come with me. And he motions you all into his office. And you know if you've seen Law and Order or any cop-based show, they've got the big wall and they've got pictures and case file documentation and red string linking everything together. That's behind his desk. And you walk in, there's another police officer there staring at it. And he goes, Jenkins, what's the status? He's pointing to everything. They say, well, sir, we've got Penguin in interrogation room A, and we've got who's the other one? Oh, yeah, we've got Penguin in interrogation room A and the mayor in interrogation room B. And then he points to some things and he said, and then on the board and makes some comments about one Charlie one of the lawyers, Charlie Kiwi, and there's a red string between Polly and this Penguin Stefani, and then there's another line between Winona and Duckbill with a question mark next to it. And then a picture of Charlie and a line between Penguin and Charlie. And then in bright red letters, there's Pollywood, question mark, question mark.
Hollywood?
Yeah. Captain Falcon pulls off his glasses and goes, yes, Pollywood. That was the amusement park that Polly was working on before she died.
Oh, it almost looks kind of... I don't know if she wanted an amusement park.
Well, yeah, she bought a lot of land, you see. Her lawyer, Charlie here, helped negotiate the deal with the city, worked it right through with Duckbill himself.
Was there anyone who was opposed to this amusement park?
Well, several people. But we don't necessarily think that Stephen had anything to do with that. He was the most outspoken critic of it.
Steven Seagal?
How long have you been in town?
Just a guess. Just a wild guess.
Yes. Steven Seagal.
I thought that might be.
Put your hat on, Geoff.
Okay.
Yes, it's hat time.
It's hat time. Hold on just a second. I gotta change the speakers.
Love it.
Where's the audio settings? Oh, I can wear the headphones like this.
That castle is such a pretty color.
There we go. I'll just wear the headphones backwards. Okay. All right. So yes, you're still talking. Yeah. So
Why do you think that Steven Seagal was not involved?
well, because both of the victims, Duckbill and were found with Duckbill and Polly were both found in their place of work. No signs of forced entry and nothing stolen from them. So this clearly isn't a mugging.
Who else has entry?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know?
Well,
Aren't you police?
we took a key off of Penguin when we brought her in to her store. But you know, other than that, all we're sure is that these aren't. Well, we don't think it was a mugging turned wrong for Polly, and after Duckbill's death, we suspected it was a. And he glances over at the one cat and goes, "Spree murder?" As if questioning.
Blaze just kind of looks and puts her head because why is he guessing about terms for a murder when it's literally his job to know? But she doesn't say anything because she's waiting for one of the other cats to say something.
Okay. They're really rather incompetent. I have to be honest with you.
Can Patch study the board
Yeah, sure.
and like see if she can notice anything that they missed?
Sure.
That'd be a search.
Sure.
16.
Okay. So you what you see are some little descriptions of the two victims, right? So kind of a case file. Polly was a retired, well-known bard turned philanthropist. Her main venture was acquiring land outside of town to create this amusement park, Pollywood. She had announced her bid for mayor, and many people were strongly supporting it. And the month previous, her divorce from Penguin had become finalized. With the deputy mayor, Duckbill had always had his eyes set on becoming mayor of the city. He thought he supported Polly's theme park idea. And yeah. And then the under the picture of Charlie Kiwi, just a note that he was Polly's lawyer in the divorce and the represented her in the dealings between Pollywood and the city.
So they have nothing but guesses.
Pretty much.
Gotcha. Well, first question, why would Penguin actively want to go after someone when they know they would be the most suspected person for Polly? And why would the lawyer want to go after someone when they would know, based off of their own education, that they would also be suspected? Neither of them have the reason, unless they're absolutely idiotic, which is a possibility, I suppose.
Have you met the cops?
There. As for the mayor, again, the mayor would, I don't know, they're the most likely that makes sense, but even that is.
Why would the mayor call for us to come help if she did it?
She didn't call us. Duck Bill called us.
That's right, and then he died.
How did these birds... What was the method of murder? Was it a violent way?
Yes. Was it violent?
Yeah.
Tibbetts kind of reads towards and like drags the eager murder kitty back a little bit.
You would have to go. You'd have to go talk to the medical examiner over at the treatment center to get more details about the cause of death. We just found them dead in their offices with nothing stolen.
Could we get a look at their offices?
The victims' offices? Or
just to kind of get the victims' offices to see, like, obviously nothing was stolen, but sometimes a place kind of has a feel about it, you know?
Well, Duck Bill shared an office with Winona over at the city hall. And, well, you can go check out Pollywood. It's been closed since we reported her murdered, but
I think it is important for us to know how they were killed. Might help.
Yes. We should do that. We should learn that from the medical examiner at the treatment center. Maybe he can tell us if it was violent and grisly and how much blood they lost.
Could have been a crime of passion?
Right? Yes, a crime of passion. Do you think it's a crime of passion?
You have been reading far too many of your Meowrathon mystery books again.
Well,
so good though.
At that moment, the other police captain walks in. Any guess on what the other police captain's name is? Captain Jack Sparrow.
Oh, no.
I expect a voice.
No. Captain Jack wears a brilliant pink yellow, or is a brilliant pink, yellow, and blue feathered bird, and wears his hair in various braids. He wears a few rings scattered among his fingers, but generally wears the uniform of the Case Quackers. And he walks in and he points his finger at Penguin and says to Falcon, "I don't know why these people are here. These cats are here. We haven't figured out. Penguin murdered Polly out of spite, Charlie for his part in the divorce, and Duckbill in a jealous rage. And Falcon blinks twice and goes, Charlie's dead?
Oh my gosh, now it is a cereal.
Who's Charlie?
She looks at
Charlie's the lawyer?
Yes.
Charlie Kiwi?
Charlie Kiwi is the lawyer.
Guys, the
I'm
murders
sure
are
they're
still happening.
messy.
The murders are still happening.
Yes.
Blaze
that
tries
would-
to tries to be somber or something. looks at Kilbith to see if it's working.
Kibbuth just gives her a look.
How did
You
Charlie
can
die?
kind of feel the stain coming from the skull sitting upon her head as well.
Oh.
Blaze asks Captain Jack Sparrow, how did Charlie die?
I don't know. Have you gone over to the treatment center yet? They were still working on the autopsies when last I looked.
We haven't been there yet, but we also didn't know that Charlie was dead.
Well, what are you doing here? You have to
Wait.
be out, beating the bushes. Find new information.
Who is here right now? In this office? Is it Penguin?
Yeah.
And
Penguin and Her Honor, the mayor, is in interrogation room B.
so hypothetically they would have an alibi?
Well, we don't know how long Charlie's been dead.
Hmm.
And we just picked up the suspects this morning.
Perhaps
So
we should go to the treatment center.
what time this morning? Because that would determine if they're innocent or not.
They've been in Quacker custody since the time you arrived in town.
Okay. Well,
So they couldn't have killed Charlie. Which means, if this is the same person, you are blaming the wrong person. You
Unless
don't
Charlie
have
was
her.
killed before they were in custody, which is a possibility.
That's true.
these quackers literally know nothing. We should probably go find out something from people who know things.
Agreed.
You are right. Yes.
Okay.
They don't even tell good violent stories.
I know. All right. Did you... Okay, so you're not going to interview the suspects right now?
Not right now. We got
Okay.
nothing to go on.
Okay. Cool.
Plus,
I mean,
Well-
about the only
it's not
thing
like
is
they're
that
gonna let them out.
the only thing Mellie's character could just stand there and glare at them with her big saucer eyes and
I don't know how well that would work. We've tried that in the past, remember?
yes, you ended up eating them. I remember very well.
I got bored. And they weren't being intimidated. They were just sitting there snickering.
That's
I mean, if
what
I just
mice
sit there,
do.
if I sit there and stare at them long enough, eventually they might break.
That is true. Yes.
I tried that. They never break for me.
Patch has a very particular skill.
You have to do the long stare where you just zone out completely and you just don't have any emotion whatsoever and you don't blink and your eyes are wide and you just lock eyes with them the entire time until they feel uncomfortable for the prolonged eye contact.
How do you do it? Are you doing math problems in your head while
I'm repeating a story the entire time
Ah,
that I've memorized.
you must teach me.
Okay.
I'm gonna try the staring thing. All right. So we gotta get to the treatment center.
Okay.
Okay.
So the treatment center is a large brick building that houses a surgical center, a mental health facility, a birthing unit, the city morgue, and more. The decor is warm and bright to keep the patient's spirits up during their healing journey. When you walk in, you're greeted by a couple of birds in nurses' uniforms going about their business.
Should we ask someone where the morgue is?
I mean, are there signs?
Yeah, there's signs.
All right. Well, we'll just follow the signs to go to the morgue.
Okay. As you walk around the corner, you see another cat with her arm, right? Yes. Across the throat of a doctor, pushed up against the wall. And she's shouting at him about the cause of death and the investigation. And she's, tell me who it is. Tell me how they died.
Blaze's eyes go wide, and she kind of jerks forward because silence, and she wants the danger. But then she remembers that Kildeth is right next to her, and she kind of stops, but she's like vibrating with excitement.
Natasha is going to walk up and take the other cat by the arm and pull him off of the doctor.
All right. If somebody wants to roll a history checker or whoever to see if you know
I can.
Wait.
So it'll be a d20 plus my intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else, or just that?
Just that.
22 for me.
That's a 23 for me.
All right. So Kildeth and not Blaze. Oh, I can't remember your cat's
Patch.
name. Yeah, Patch. Both know that this is Paw the Mountie Hunter, a bounty hunting cat that just wishes to help track down escaped fugitives, and she has her own style of justice, often referred to as the long arm of the claw.
Is she famous?
Oh no, this is like the time where we let her watch an episode of Bear Grylls, and she lost a week in the mountains looking for him.
It's her. Oh my god, it's her.
Sorry, who is this? Who are you?
Only the best bounty hunter ever. This is Paw, the long arm of the claw. Your Paw. Blaze is like completely fangirling, and has walked up next to Paula to look at, completely ignoring the doctor. I'm a huge fan of your work.
She, hold on.
Kippeth looks up to her head and she goes, Jezebel, why do we put up with this again? Remind me.
Because the money is good, milady.
It's the money.
And
we've got to be close to retirement by now.
You are getting a little grey in the fur.
I've told you not to mention the grey fur.
Well, I'm not the one who dies, now am I?
I mean, I've mentioned the grey fur 18 times in the last week, but you've ignored me.
19, I think.
Oh, 19. Now it's 20.
It's okay, Kilbeth. I really don't see what everybody says about this gray. You know what? I think that I don't even see it.
It makes you look distinguished.
It better.
Definition.
All right. So at that
Cut
moment,
back to Paul.
Paw judo flips the poor bird onto the ground and puts one paw on his neck and the other, pulling him up. Talk, damn you! Tell me what you know.
I don't think they can talk with your arm against their throat like that.
You gotta let him up. Let him up. Let him up.
She stands back and looks all like angry about life. And the bird kind of stumbles up, holding his throat, and leans back and is like, "I would have told you whatever you wanted. I don't know what you attacked me."
Okay, so how'd they die? Charles and Duckbill and Polly.
Oh, who?
Did you just say who?
I'm clearing my throat. I'm an owl.
Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm very excited. And I mean, we have to solve this murder.
The murders? Oh, yes. Yes. I'm Dr. Nest. Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Dr. Nest. I'm Blaze.
Yes.
Blaze Rex, Von Rex.
Yes. Well, all three of the victims died by poisoning. Magpie mercury.
What is that?
It's a poison, very rare. I can only think of one place in town that sells it.
The apothecary.
Yes, that would be the place.
Were they murdered, poisoned over a period of time, or just the one time? Would it be enough for that poison?
The amounts found in their body would be pretty instantaneous. Acute magpie mercury poisoning.
So this was definitely premeditated.
Yeah.
Well, we can easily solve this then.
Okay.
We just go to the apothecary and ask them who purchased this object, and then solved.
Okay.
You think they'll just tell us?
Unless they want to be accused of murder.
Perhaps it will work. We could try.
Blaze looks at Paul. Why do you care about the murders?
Paul's like, I received a letter and was told that there would be a lot of gold for finding the fugitive.
Who sent you a letter?
Duckbill Gates.
He sent both of us letters? What a traitor. He didn't trust us.
He must have been desperate to find answers. He knew somebody was after his life.
I just got chills. Oh my god. Oh.
I don't know how to do deep female voices, but just to clarify, Pa is in fact a woman. So
Blaze is still enraptured. This is her hero.
All right.
Okay, so we gotta get to the apothecary, I guess. haven't been able to investigate City Hall yet.
Yes. There's lots of places you can visit. You can visit the mayor's office, Beakers and More, Pollywood, Charlie's house, the sawmill, the locksmith.
Hollywood.
Dr. Nest, one quick question before we go. The method of poisoning, was this ingested, or was it through touch, or was it inhaled? I'm only asking because I want to know if we come across the poisoner and the poison, how careful do we need to be in handling this substance?
It has to be ingested. So you would have to eat something that had been, or more appropriately, drink something that had been laced with the poison.
Okay. Nobody eat or drink anything. Wait. Oh my gosh, Nikki, you're Meowhito.
Who's Nikki?
How are you feeling?
Patches.
Patch.
Sorry. Patch, how are you feeling?
Do I feel symptoms of poisoning? I feel fine. It was a very weak drink, actually.
That tracks. I mean,
The catnip didn't even give me a buzz.
Wow, must have been really old.
They probably don't get a lot of cats in town, honestly.
That's fair. All right. Are we going to Pollywood or the apothecary?
Apothecary. We could always split up. Cover more ground.
We could always split up and cover more ground.
I would like to go to the apothecary.
I also would like to go to Beakers and More.
Great.
Paula to Beakers and More.
I will just point out as a reminder that the case quackers do have a key to the apothecary. Just pointing that out.
The apothecary, sorry, that is Beakers and More, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Ah, yes. Oh, dang it. I forgot that was. I thought we were going to a different place.
Wait, did Penguin own the apothecary?
Yes, Penguin owns the apothecary.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, well, maybe it was Penguin.
Penguin Stefani.
So easy though.
Maybe we can go talk to Penguin and see who they possibly sold to, or we could go break into their apothecary and find their ledger.
We don't have to break in. I bet I can pick them up.
Could use the key, perhaps.
We could just go to the.
Yes, but I was trying
and go get the key.
I suppose I was trying to let Blaze have a moment of glory.
Thank you so much, Patch. I know, but it's
been wanting to break into something for like the last 2 hours.
That is true.
It's been so long since we've broken into anything.
What, like 3 days?
It's a long
If that.
Oh, you must get your fix.
Yes, please.
Okay.
We're doing it. I get to break in.
Yeah.
Are we splitting up still, or are we all going to Beakers and More?
Well, 3 of you decided you're going to Beakers and More, so I guess we're all going to Beakers and More.
I could go with you somewhere else, Kibith, if you'd like to go somewhere else.
Okay.
Right.
Well, we might as well all go, I suppose.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you stop by to get the case quackers to get the key? Or do you?
No.
Not.
Okay. All right. All right. You arrive at the apothecary and find that the outside of the shop looks like any other shop front, but inside it looks kind of magical. The front door is locked with 2 locks, a deadbolt, and a lock in the knob.
All right, I have footpads tools.
Okay.
So I start with the deadbolt
Okay.
and I attempt to pick it.
Okay.
So I would add, that would be dexterity, right?
Yep.
Is it possible to assist in some way?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll give you an assist.
Okay. Does that just mean that I'm giving her advantage on the roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So,
Natasha just kind of looks over her shoulder and I don't know, just gives her a little bit of guidance and okay, yeah, you got it.
she's kind of raking. I think it's got 4 pins, but like I've got all 4 and it's still not going.
You can do it.
That is a 19.
Ooh. So as you're in there ranking, suddenly you feel something grab a hold of the rake and it pulls it in and snaps the rake over to the side and then spits it out.
Does it
Okay,
supposed to do that?
Absolutely not. That's never happened to me before. Guys,
That's
I
what
know I
she
was
said.
really into this, but I think we might need to get the key. So that's right away.
You give up so easily?
You're right. Okay, let's go for the doorknob. Let's go for the door, the key lock instead of the deadbolt.
Kippeth has sat there and she's got like her little travel pouch of knitting out, sensing that this is going to take some time.
Okay. 18.
18. The
Since my dice are rolling so poorly, now would be a great time to die.
so now the tension bar, which is the other part of lockpicks that I randomly know, zips in and shoots straight out. Roll a dex check.
Do I also add proficiency for dexterity?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 22.
Okay, you miss getting hit in the face with your own lockpick, but
Is this some sort of magic? What is going on here?
Do any of you kill that?
Can I check to see if it's magic? I know
Yes.
Arcana.
Yes, you can, and Killbeth can too. I think.
Blaze is
a
really upset.
answer, so yes, there's no Arcana very well.
I got a 10. So I don't know it that well. I only read a book once about it.
Okay.
Kippeth, it's plus int, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I only got a 9. Apparently both of us are just not up to scratch on magical locks.
You suspect it's magical, but could be.
Please get real close to the door, the key lock, and whispers, "Please let me in, please. I just want to look around. I don't want to hurt him."
There is no response.
Perhaps we accept defeat.
You were the one who encouraged me to try harder. Maybe if I do them both at the same time, and then we'll give them.
Your tools, are they not broken?
They just got thrown, and like I've got more than just the one tension wrench and the one rig.
I'll just like start walking to the police station while they're messing with it to get the key.
Okay.
So she's trying to do 2 locks at the same time. So she's breaking one and using the tension wrench on the other.
Okay.
There are some D6s available.
Oh, okay.
Can I?
Yeah. Go ahead. Use some more D6s.
There are up to math is hard. Up to 5. If I
Okay.
What are these D6s for?
add or subtract from a player roll.
I will let you add
Oh, from
1d6 to your roll.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So, roll a d20 plus your proficiency plus another 1d6 if you want.
I did do the roll, and adding 1d6 will still not be enough.
Okay.
I got a 7.
Nice. No. It does. This time it just stubbornly, you can't get the pins at all. You can't just feel it.
Okay, this was a bad idea. Let's just go to the crackers.
Okay.
Do I come back with the key by now?
Yes. In the interest of time, Patches has now walked up with the key. So.
In turn.
Yep. Key opens it right up, both locks. You walk right in just fine.
Natasha's gonna pat Blaze on her shoulder and just say, "It's okay. You can try again."
Yes.
Kit packs away her travel knitting and creaks her rolled lady cat bones up, and
Okay, so
I don't understand. And Blaze pops in as well.
Yep.
Magic is strange.
Yep. In the in Beakers and More, you find that it is it's closed for the day because obviously Penguin is in police custody. There is some vials all over the shelves. Some have little green trees on them. One has a firefly. There's a couple of purplish ones that have hearts on them. Things like that.
But nothing is labeled with like a skull and crossbones or poison.
Is there like a desk or a register area for like checking out?
So the back of the store is set up as a winter wonderland with an actual snowfall to keep the temperature cooler for other potions that require freezing temperatures. Finely woven rugs line the floors, and trinkets and other worldly goodies are scattered throughout the store. Bookcases, bookshelves, and the till. There's a small office space in the back near the Winter Wonderland that is filled with candles and plants, a small desk, and a bookshelf. Some of the titles include How to Remain Friends After Divorce and 50 Shades of Grey Birds.
Oh my god.
So.
Birds of a feather.
I'm surprised there's no copy of How to Kill a Mockingbird in here. Classic.
That is banned in this city.
Do you want to like flip through the papers on the desk or anything?
Yes.
Okay.
I
would like to do all the searching on everything.
Okay.
Research as well.
All right.
That's another natural 20.
You're going to dice
for 28.
Nice.
Wow.
So Patch, who's the real case quacker, finds a piece of paper that has Stevens that has across the top missing store key. Who might have it? Question mark. Stephen squawking, and that line is crossed out. Duckbill Gates, a note off to the side that says, "Did he give the key back after the last campaign meeting?" Question mark. And Steven Seagull, did he give the key back after he was fired?
Oh.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
So other people had a copy of the key or had the key?
Yes.
Tell
Apparently,
Stevens.
Duckbill had a copy, and Steven had a copy.
Well, Duckbill is dead, and didn't the cops say they did they say they found a key on a body, or was that just Penguin's key?
That was Penguin's key. That was captured when, or that was taken when she was taken into police custody.
Okay. I think we've got to find Steven Seagull. I mean, he's the only one who's not in custody who is still alive. So.
And apparently he had motive.
Mhm.
All right. As you are you going to do any other investigating while you're here?
I want to try to find some of the poison that they used.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Give me another search.
I'll assist.
Okay.
I already have advantage, but
Never mind. I'm just
thank you
watching.
though. 26.
Yes. So you find the spot in the shelf where
I'm good at 2 things. Like that's all I got. Searching sense motive.
you've got 2, or you find the spot in the shelf that has the little vials, and there's, it doesn't look like this is a very common purchase. It's kind of in the restricted section, but there is 1 vial missing.
Somebody bought a vial or took a vial of this. I'm just gonna take this one.
I'd like to search the office for any sort of shoot, what's it called? Like a balance book
Receipts.
and receipts. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Anything that might say who bought this poison if they did so through legal means.
Do you need assistance?
I would love assistance.
I will help.
Thank you.
Kibbeth is totally not going around surreptitiously stealing plant samples for her own herb garden. Honest though.
Well, there's no witnesses, so take what you need.
There we go. That would be a 21.
21. Okay. So she has records going back 8 years. And in those 8 years, Penguin Stefani sold 1 vial of Magpie Mercury. It was 7 years ago, and it was to Goose Wayne.
The barfly.
Mm-hmm.
Who is that again?
Goose Wayne.
The barfly. Oh, right.
Yeah.
The other person at the bar. Okay.
But that was 7 years ago.
But how long does poison keep for?
Has he been planning this for 7 years? Maybe. Who knows? It's a long one.
All right.
But
Natasha,
Type to keep a grudge.
Natasha, roll a D6 for me.
Okay. That's a 3.
Okay. Thanks. Continue your conversation.
Okay. Do we need to go find this Steven Seagull?
I think that's a definite yes. We need to find Steven Seagull because I think he's a better one than Goose. Goose seemed kind of sad.
It sounds like a wild goose chase to me.
But
I've been waiting for half an hour to make that joke.
as
One flew over my head.
Like a
One-
cuckoo's nest.
Yeah.
Beat me to it. All right. So as y'all take a step towards the door to leave, you hear the locks start to jiggle, and and the door opens, and there is a bird, a um, a bird with buttermilk yellow feathers and light brown eyes, of average build, and smells like pine wood. He's wearing a t-shirt that says "Birds of Flight."
Hello? Who are you?
Uh, I'm Steven.
Seagull? Or squawking?
Seagull.
What are you doing here?
He Penguin asked me to check in the place while she was in custody.
Oh, that's a sense motive right there, please. Thank you.
Yes. You're going to end up spamming sense motive here. I'll
Yes.
just
Kipper fastens a look and says, "Weren't
24.
you fired?"
what 24?
Yeah.
He's lying.
You're a liar.
Sorry, not you. Sorry, that's you.
You were
You
were fired.
Blaze is like ready to attack. Not attacking yet, but she is like hand on the dagger, ready.
Okay.
People in custody aren't allowed to talk to people outside of custody. Also, you're a liar.
I was just returning the key from when I worked here. I didn't realize I still had it.
Uh-huh. Really?
It's 24 again.
This is also a lie.
Nope. Try again.
Full story, bro.
We were actually about to come and find you, Mr. Seagull.
And why was that? Why would you come find me?
Because you're a liar.
Kibbeth is going to sidle over to the door and push the bolt shut.
Okay. So
Blaze
the
is-
moment you take one step towards him, he turns around and runs away as fast as he can.
Blaze
She's
is off
gonna-
like a
she's gonna-
shot running after him.
Okay.
And she's going to stick a leg out and attempt to trip him up on the way past.
Yeah. No. The moment any of you make any motion towards him, because he's in the door, he turns Talon and makes a break for it towards the forest. A flurry of feathers fly from his wings as he begins to run.
Get him, ladies.
Blaze
wind-
is running full out after him.
Okay.
Sure, I'll follow.
The wind picks up suddenly and seems to be harsh enough to prevent him from flying. So Steven keeps to the ground and flaps his wing desperately as he tries to flee the scene.
Blaze is,
Can I cast web on him?
You can try.
Let me look up the spell web to make sure I know what it's doing correctly.
how far away am I from Steven Seagull?
You're probably 30 feet from him at this point.
Okay. I try to go faster.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a mass of thick, sticky webbing at a point of my choice within range. The webs fill a 20-foot cube from that point for the duration.
Okay.
If webs aren't anchored between two solid masses or laid across a floor, wall, or ceiling, the conjured web collapses on itself. So she's casting the web on the floor so that as he tries to run on it, he's going to like stick to the floor.
Okay.
Um,
What's the saving throw on
a
that?
dex saving throw. On a fail save, the character is immobile if she remains in the webs or breaks free.
Okay.
And a mobile character can use her action to make a strength check against my spell save to
Alright.
get away. When I roll a spell, is it my casting stat plus my proficiency bonus, or just my casting stat?
It's your casting stat plus your proficiency bonus.
Cool. Let's hope I can be Spider-Man this day. The answer is, hi cat, a 14.
Okay, so I need to get better than that to...
A dex save greater than 14.
Well, there are
You
still
wanna use
some
a-
floating.
Oh, yeah. Can I nick
Yeah,
a
use
d6?
a d6.
Yeah, you
Use a
can.
d6 to make it harder.
It's now a DC 18.
DC 18. Okay, I will re-roll again then, since I had rolled before you used the d6. Oh,
Right.
and you snag him. He is caught in your web.
Said the spider to the fly. Fancy seeing you here.
All right.
Blaze does slow down at though she does kind of have to Tokyo drift to avoid getting into the webbing herself.
All right. So okay. He is stuck and
You weren't expecting that way.
no. He
Where is the key? Does he still have the key, or is the key in the door?
he threw the key before he fled. But when you catch up to him, he yeah. So you catch up with him, he's stuck to the ground, and the wind is raging all around, and you basically have him where
You're
you
full of
want
bullshit and blood, buddy.
him. Yep. All right.
No. And Blaze is kind of like standing over him a little bit, as close as she could get without getting into the webbing. What were you really doing?
Roll a persuasion / charisma check.
Yeah. 20.
20. Okay. You cats, you know nothing. That Hollywood was a garish and tacky monument to greed.
And that apothecary shop is not?
That's just where I worked. That is where I got employed and was fired from.
It seems
Yeah,
like
we know
you had a lot of
fired.
motive to be angry at these people who are now dead.
All right.
Natasha's right.
So every time one of you asks him a question, I'm going to need a charisma check, either deception, intimidation, or persuasion, or sense motive. So
I heard sense motive. Sorry.
So do I need I didn't ask a question really.
yeah.
Um,
I got 13 for whatever the next thing he says is.
All right.
we know a lot more than you think we do, buddy.
Oh, do you know how the people who sold that land were tricked or coerced into doing so at a below market value? Polly stole that land from the people, and they stole that land from the town.
Why do you care so much about the land? That would. Oh, wait, it's a skill. Yeah. Mm, yeah, 16 on that persuasion thingy.
Okay. Nobody. Why do I care about the land? Why don't you care about the land? Those trees are our life. They're our future. And they just wanted to cut them down for that theme park?
Blaze kind of rolls her eyes a little bit. It's a hippie.
Oh no, they're probably vegan as well.
Are you vegan? That's a 14. Wait, forgot it's a skill. Yeah, that's a 14.
Okay. Call odds or even.
Even.
Odds? Oh.
Yes, I'm a vegan. Why would you eat meat?
Do you do CrossFit?
He looks down at his shirt. Well, this is my gym.
Doesn't look like it
You
would
do
work
yoga.
for you.
Yeah. I don't know what's more abhorrent, that you killed all those people or that you're a vegan.
So let me just. I'm trying to understand. Help me understand, please, Seagull, if that's your real name. You thought that punishment for killing trees was to kill people? Or kill
Of
birds?
course. Polly was already a billionaire. That park was just an example of the rich getting richer. She didn't
Natasha,
need the
that
money.
sounds like a confession.
I mean, that it does sound like a confession. So yes, but didn't she also donate a lot of money to good causes? So did Duck Bill Gates.
Yes, I think
Maybe.
she had a program to help children learn to read.
Yeah.
Maybe. But the trees needed us. They needed someone to speak up for them and to save them. They can't fight back.
I'm pretty sure Duck Bill Gates put up set up a fund to plant more trees.
Yes, I
Yeah,
heard about that.
Yes, a tree for a tree.
2 trees per
Like a
tree, I
tree for
think.
a tree.
Something like that.
Yeah. It had a cute tagline. Wasn't it like something about leaves? Like take a new leaf out of a book or something like that?
I mean, Mr. Seagull, do you even do your research? Do you just go on Twitter and listen to what all the nut jobs on there say? Have you even gone to Wikipedia, done any proper research?
Did you use Google Scholar?
Oh.
I do find Goosel rather handy.
Why Charlie?
Don't
though?
kill Jezebel.
Yes, as always, madam, you are correct. You feel the hat's eyes roll.
Why Charlie?
Why, Charlie? Well, he was the one who facilitated that corporate land grab.
Oh no, he did the job he was hired for.
Blaze chuckles. Sorry, I know this is a serious moment, but that was good.
That's like killing the bartender for giving them the drinks that cause somebody else to do something stupid. That doesn't make any sense. You've made appalling movies, but here we are.
And with that, he throws his hands up in the air. Yes, I did it. Of course I did it. Is that what you wanted to hear? I killed Polly for her stupid capitalistic intents. I killed Charlie because he facilitated the deed. And Duck Bill, well, Duck Bill was the worst of all. He supported the deal because he wanted to be mayor.
So I think I might have some rope, unless we just want to use the webbing to take him to the quackers.
I mean, this was This is way too simple, honestly. He didn't even put up a good fight.
I could just kill him.
No.
Out of character comment, if he hadn't been webbed, he would have put up a fight.
Hilda, can I just stab him a little?
You're too good.
Just a little cut, just enough to make him bleed.
I'll distract you. You go ahead and kill. You stab.
No.
Don't kill, just stab.
No.
Distraction.
Non-lethal.
No.
You start talking very loud.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's on to my game.
Blaze sighs, takes her hand off her dagger.
Okay.
I'm serious about the rope thing, though. Like, he's gonna run.
Yes. Well, tying him up would seem an appropriate action. We wouldn't want him to attempt to get away again.
No, one of us could march him back by holding onto his arm with our claws, or his wing with our claws. You know, real tight so he doesn't run.
Thanks to the webbing, you are able to easily subdue him, and you take him off to the quackers with no real fight, other than you have to listen to his eco-terrorist bullshit for the duration.
Geoff webs his beak shut.
And Blaze tries. Thank you. Thank you.
Because it's between 2 points, so it'll hold.
Yes.
I think as we're walking, Patch will just continue to talk about exactly what went wrong with every single movie that he ever created in detail and explain why it was wrong in physics and in movies and just poor writing until he like breaks.
So when you walk into the case quackers, you're met by the two captains, Falcon and Sparrow, and they're like, "We've ruled him out as a suspect. What is he doing here? Why do you have this man under arrest?"
He just admitted to the murders.
Sparrow looks at Falcon. Falcon looks at Sparrow. They both look at Seagull. Seagull kind of shrugs. The two captains kind of shrug. And then they take him away. And about 10 minutes later, out comes the mayor and out comes Winona and Penguin. And they're both, upset at having been detained, but also very grateful. And are like, "Are you the ones who brought in the true murderer?" Okay. Well,
That would be us, yes.
yes. Okay. Well, thank you so much. Our freedom is so important. And Penguin kind of breaks down into tears, sobbing about how much she loved Polly, and even though they were divorced, they were still friends, and how much she's gonna miss her, and how she couldn't believe she was being accused of her murder. Winona is much more subdued, but she is obviously very sad about Duckbill, and really valued him as a partner, a platonic partner, and says, it's really sad. I wasn't going to run again this year. I was going to throw my support behind Duckbill. I really wanted him to win. Okay. Sounds motive.
Two natural 20s, actually. Oh my god.
She's telling the truth.
Luck, all of my other games. This is some bullshit.
She really is genuinely honest about
Okay.
respecting Duckbill.
Is Pa the bounty hunter still around?
Oh, somewhere. You kind of left her at the hospital.
We did. Oh my gosh, we did. And Blaze is just like, oh no, this is horrible. She's never gonna sign my.
Oh
she's
no,
never
you
gonna
didn't
sign-
get a portograph to take away with you. Such a shame.
She was gonna sign my flea circus. I was gonna ask her at least.
Oh no. So
Yes, it is a no.
the mayor offers you all a lot of gold coins. You have to figure out how to split it up amongst yourselves for helping in this case. And when you walk outside, there's Pa leaning against her carriage, you know, in just, you know, the leather vest and tight jeans. And she notices Blaze and kind of winks and said, "You did a good job, kid."
Thank you. Would you please sign this box for me?
She signs it and gives it back.
Why don't you ask if you can work with her?
That would mean I'd have to leave you.
Well, yeah, but just temporarily. You can learn so much. Think of the adventure.
Pa? May I call you Pa?
Everyone else does.
What would you think about teaming up for just one, so I could learn a bit more?
Roll a d20.
Just a straight D20?
Just straight d20. Charisma check.
Oh, okay.
There's
That's
also
a-
D6s on the table.
Oh, yes. I will take one of those D6s. That's a 20.
It's a 20. She agrees, and she says, "Yeah, I suppose I could make room for an assistant."
Would absolutely love to be your assistant.
So
I promise I'll try to stay cool, okay?
yeah, she offers you a job and lets you come aboard.
Guys, you've been so wonderful. Even you, Kiba, even though you're kind of a killjoy sometimes. But you're fantastic. Natasha, I love our little crime talks. And Patch, you're a badass and you're a straight shooter, and I like that about you.
Don't even shoot things, but thank you.
Metaphorically.
Yeah.
Going to
Well,
your chaos and a bit of the violence that you bring, but I know you'll have a good time.
I'll come back with so many stories. And souvenirs.
I'm
What
sure.
does everybody want?
A book.
A book. Okay, book for Patch. Natasha.
You could bring me back just a good story. You know, I love hearing your stories.
All right. A wonderful story for Natasha. And Kiba, what would you like?
How about a key ring?
A keyring.
Or a magnet, maybe?
Oh, it's a magnet for
Fridge
my
magnet.
icebox would be quite lovely.
All right. A magnet.
That's points. Then we get around here.
All right.
And I go with Pa, repeating to myself the items that I need to get as souvenirs so I don't forget. I repeat it at least 15 times before I stop.
And of course, Pa's carriage isn't really a carriage. It's more like a 2-seater motorcycle pulled by a horse. as you do.
It's a
And
Meowtorbike.
it is a Meowrathon. and so Paw and Blaze ride out of the city, leaving Natasha, Patch, and Kilbeth on the steps of the Case Quackers. As an aside, I know we're a little early
Sorry.
because you totally bypassed like this whole investigation arc.
We're just too good.
You are too good.
We are
You
the
led
best.
us along too well. There's an apothecary that sells these things. Well, I guess we're going there then.
Well, I was just reading from the script. So yes, so that pretty much ends our adventure. But I do want to do some credits. So this adventure was a Murder Most Fowl, colon, Birds of a Feather Must Die Together, written by Jess Wade and Nathan Doyle. Jess has been a longtime friend of the Meowrathon, and we've run some of their other campaigns. I know Dan has run a couple himself, the Moss Bank series. And then and that's available on DM Guild. And I will be contributing a copy of it to the raffle. So anybody who wants to explore the other half of the game and the notorious bird puns that went into it, I strongly recommend donating so you get a chance to win that. And so since we have some extra time, I'll just let the players plug what they want to plug, including their social medias and anywhere else we might find them or engage with you.
I guess I'll go first. Hi, I'm Nikki. You can find me at Beholder to No One on Twitter, or I produce Chaotic Wonderful on Twitch, or Chaotic the number Wonderful on Twitter for the updates on what's going on. I can be found quite frequently on Weave the Tale on Wednesday or Fridays currently at 3:30 p.m. playing Shadowrun. We have 2 more episodes left, I believe, of that. And then today at 6 p.m., though, if you're here, stay here and donate to the kiddies. But at 6 p.m., I'm DMing Necrobiotic, a post-apocalyptic game where the death rate is so high that we had to make constructs out of the dead in order to survive. And it is our finale for the game, so I'm super excited for that. If you are looking for a paid to play game, I'm a professional GM, and I do have openings for a Monster of the Week game that starts tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That is called Cryptid Intervention. What happens when you are at the local game store and find out the monsters from your games are real? So that has 2 more seats available if you want to join. Otherwise, you can find me also on 2000 Tales Roleplaying on Friday nights at 9 p.m. and frequently on either GM Hina's channel, Lost Caravan RPG, or High Shelf Collective.
Melly, you want to go next?
Sure. I was Melly. You can find me on Instagram at Melly_Leah_. I'm starting to make all sorts of little resin projects, boxes, coasters, tea light holders. And if you particularly like those sorts of items, please do peruse the raffle, as currently that's the only way you can get any of my pieces. I am working on setting up a shop. Information will be on my Instagram. And if you like seeing kind of work in progress pictures, those will be on my Instagram too. I will warn you, there are currently a lot of foot pictures. I did suffer an injury back in February that I had to have surgery for, so I am still in recovery, and I do track that on Instagram. But there will be more resin than feet in the future. I promise. I will also be playing in the Tobin's Cafe tomorrow, and Too Fast, or Two Cats, Too Curious. Curiosity Killed the Cat.
Oh, I'm in that one too.
Yay!
Yay!
All right. Paula?
I'm Paula. I am the owner of Witchy Vintage. I sell antiques, a lot of Victorian stuff. You can find me at Witchy Vintage on Instagram and witchyvintage.com. This is only my second live stream ever. I'm kind of new to D&D. I've been playing for about 2 years, and yeah, it was super fun. Love animals. Please donate to the kitties. I contributed something to the raffle as well. I have it right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's this gold spider brooch, and it's antique. It is from the early 1900s Edwardian era. So yeah, donating gets you entries into the raffle, and there's a lot of really cool other prizes. But yeah, tune in to the other games. Tune in tomorrow. I think the Crash Pandas one is going to be lots of chaotic fun. So I'm really excited about that one.
Nice.
And Lady?
So I am Lady Asbat. You can find me in various corners of the internet by the same handle. It's ASA, not ASS, as people quite often mistake it for. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch, and I hope to branch out into some DM'd games on my channel in my free time when I'm not larking about on the internet pretending like I know what I'm doing. You can find me at my bakery, which is a mail order takeaway shop for those in the UK. If you want tasty treats delivered to your door, called Release the Caken. I can't not pun. It's just not how I'm wired. And this is my last game that I'm playing in this weekend. I am taking tomorrow off, as it were.
All right. And I am Geoff. I am I'm usually found not on Twitter, but if you really want to, I am at wombat_stories. I am the marshal of the Deadlands campaign for OD&D Presents, appropriately punnily titled A Fistful of Dice. Deadlands is probably one of my favorite settings, and I might have to actually run a one-shot of that next year. And I just want to add that, I know times are kind of tough right now. So if you don't have money to donate, that's okay too. But I encourage you to find other ways to volunteer in your community if you don't already volunteer today. I know a lot of kitty shelters around are always looking for foster homes. There's a problem, at least in America, where we have too many kitties and not enough places for them to stay. So with that, I guess, Dan, I will turn it back over to you. And 45 minutes early, unfortunately.
No problem. So yeah, stay tuned at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. So in about an hour 45, we'll have Wander Home with Logan. Jay and I are both playing in that, so that'll probably be pretty fun. And then after that, at 8 Mountain Time, I will be hosting a D&D game with our usual motley crew of the Beholders, joined by our special guest, Alicia Marie. So that's super exciting. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and we'll see you then.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
It was super fun.
Yeah, thank you.